Hello LAP, this is Brandon Reisinger coming to you with your Chairman's Report. We'll start off with the order bank, and because we're getting ready to balance out the model year, I'm just going to give it as units in 24 and units in 25. So we've got 8,092 2024 units left to build. That's as of Monday morning, obviously. We've got 28,101 2025 units in our order bank. So that's a total of 32,077. Originally, I had talked about, and the plan was that the line speed was supposed to drop down this week. When we had the issue with our knuckle vendor that caused day shift to go short and night shift to go even shorter, those units are units that have to be made up. So that's why our line speed didn't really change much as far as the planned line speed for this week. Now, outside of the planned line speed, we've had issues this week with the applique vendor that makes our door appliques, and they've had a press that went down. They're struggling to keep up. So as of right now, the plan is still probably somewhere in that 9.5 range to try and get those units made up from last week. That being said, realistically, we don't really know what's going to happen. That vendor is currently flying parts to us. They're using a helicopter to fly a shipment every 3 hours. As long as those come smoothly, we should be good to go. We should look to run probably in that 9.5-ish range. If something happens, we have a hiccup and one of those shipments doesn't show, we could obviously see that change things real quick and maybe end up in the 8 hours or even less range. So kind of hard to guess what the line speed's going to be this week. I know what the plan is, and I'm sharing that with you, but things could change at any point. If we stay on schedule, the plan is for us to balance out the 2024s, run the last of those in the first 2025 on September 18th. When we do that, the 18th is planned to be a little over 900 units for both shifts, so that'll obviously be an early day, and then we'll probably grow into about a 8 to 8.5 schedule again on the 2025 units. If things go sideways with this vendor and set us back, all of the 2024 units that we have left are spoken for and sold. They've got to be built. So if something were to go bad, it could push that back, and we might be looking at the 2025 launching on the 19th. They're going to do everything they can to not have that happen, obviously, but just wanted to throw that out there just in case. When the number does drop down on the 2025s, that I don't know what it's going to look like for the entire quarter, but like I say, that first day will be about 900 units, and then we grow up to about I think it's back to 1,044, which is 522 per shift, which is right around 8 hours, and we may see some growth from there, but that's the initial plan in the first week or two. As of right now, there are no plans for any down weeks or robocalls or anything of that nature. Again, the vendor could affect our line time at the end of the day, but I don't see anything on the horizon that's going to cause any long periods of downtime or full days off. If you've noticed increased security presence in the parking lot, I wanted to kind of share with everybody. We had some issues with some vehicle break-ins. It wasn't by Ford employees, but there were some issues with some vehicle break-ins, mostly on night shift, and it sounds like it was happening over in the grade lane lot more so than the main lot. But in order to curtail that and try and head that off, we did ask for security to be a little more involved, and they have upped the frequency of their patrols in the parking lot. So if you see them out there more often, that's what that's for. It's nothing to be alarmed about. They're not looking for us. They're trying to make sure that our vehicles aren't getting broken into. Couple of things that we got coming up. The quarterly skilled trades meeting is going to be this Friday, September 13th, and it's going to be in the training center upstairs in the union offices. Those meetings are at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and 3 p.m., and that's to try and make sure that we've got a meeting for all three shifts. Encourage any of the skilled trades guys to attend that. The regular union meeting, which typically would have occurred yesterday, was pushed back a week because of leadership at the local being out of town this week. So the union meeting for September is actually going to be on next Tuesday, September 17th, and that's at the KTP Hall, and it's going to be at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. Look forward to seeing you at one of those. I believe that's all that I've got for this week, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.